The Honorable Senator Judges Angara, Arroyo, Cayetano Alan Peter Compañero, Cayetano Pia, Defensor Santiago, Drilon, Ejercito Estrada, Escudero, Gingona, Honasan, Lacson, Lapid, Legarda, Marcos, Osmeña, Pangilinan, Pimentel, Recto, Revilla, Soto, Trillanes, Villar, the Senate President.
There being 17 senator judges present, the presiding officer declares the presence of a quorum. Judge, the floor leader.
Mr. President, may I ask the Sergeant at Arms to make the proclamation?
The Sergeant at Arms will now make the proclamation.
All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the Senate is sitting in trial on the articles of impeachment against Chief Justice Renato C. Corona.
Majority floor leader.
Mr. President, I move that we dispense with the reading of the February 23, 2012 Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court and consider the same as approved.
Is there any objection? There being none, the February 23, 2012 Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court is hereby approved. Calling for the impeachment case.
Case numbers
Secretary will now please call the case.
002-2011 in the matter of impeachment trial of Honorable Chief Justice Renato C. Corona.
Appearances, Majority Floor Leader.
For the prosecution,
Good afternoon, Mr. President and the honorable members of the Senate sitting in impeachment. Same appearances for the prosecution. Mr.
Noted. Defense.
For the defense, Your Honor, the same appearance.
Noted. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, before the business for the day, there is a pending motion from Senator Trillanes for the service of written interrogatories on Supreme Court Associate Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno. The issues were discussed earlier during the caucus, so may we ask the Senate President to make the ruling.
The motion of the gentleman from Caloocan and Bicol to use the remedy of written interrogatories to get the testimony of the Honorable Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno of the Supreme Court has been withdrawn. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, last Thursday, we received a letter from the Supreme Court Clerk of Court requesting that Mr. Eric Borlongan and Mr. Christopher Doliente be excused from testifying as they will be asked to testify on cases which are pending before the Supreme Court. We agreed that this would be also taken up in the caucus. I believe we have discussed it fully in the caucus, Mr. President.
The chair has instructed the clerk of this court to take this up directly with the clerk of court of the Supreme Court so that we will not take any action that may affect the check and balance and separation of powers in the government. So ordered.
Thank you.
Floor Leader.
Mr. Presiding Officer. Magandang hapon po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Gentleman of the prosecution.
Thank you. May we be allowed to make a short manifestation?
Please,
sir?
go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Last week po, February 2020, Monday, pumunta po dito dalawang officers ng Korte Suprema upon the subpoena of the Senate President for them to appear here and every day thereafter until discharge. Dumating po si Mr. Borlongan at si Mr. Doliente. Nung nandun po sila sa holding room, nakausap sila ng secretariat natin At there are two strange things that happened here po. Una, when they filled up the logbook, ang sinabi nila actually, kahit sila ang nag-serve ng TRO nung gabing yon, actually, ang isa pala ay security guard at ang isa pala ay driver. So medyo napansin namin, bakit security guard at driver ang nag-serve ng TRO kay Secretary De Lima noong November 15. Nung pangalawa pong strange thing dito is, later on, after an hour doon sa holding room, I was informed, may nag-text o tumawag po sa kanila at dali-dali po silang lumabas sa holding room ng Senado at nang tinanong sila saan kayo pupunta, sabi nila magpapasirox lang kami. Hindi na po sila bumalik mula nung Lunes hanggang Martes hanggang sa kasalukuyan po. Para sa amin po, this is not only disrespect para sa Senado as a impeachment court at sa atin, kasi may order po ang Senate President. Until formally discharged, hindi naman po pwedeng umalis ang dalawang witness na pumunta na po dito. Pangalawa, ano ang rason po bakit hindi pwedeng mag-testify ang mga personnel ng korte on administrative matters? Ang simple na naman sana ang tatanong namin sa kanila, anong oras nyo sinerve yung TRO? Ganun lang po. At ngayon, syempre, may dugtong na kaming tanong, bakit driver ka, security guard ka? Bakit ikaw ang nag-serve ng TRO? Pero these are things, Your Honor, please, that does not go into the deliberation of the court. That does not threaten the deliberation of the court. So para sa amin po, nasubpina na po sila. Si Clerk of Court Vidal was in fact subpoenaed na rin. In a sense, napunta na sila sa Senado. They will be made to testify, Your Honors, please, on administrative matters. Ano oras nyo tinype ang TRO, ano oras ito na-serve, ano oras nagbayad ng bond, which is in no way po confidential. So ang manifestation po namin dito, napaka-importante po nung kanilang mga testimonya dito. If we are saying that the Supreme Court resolution of February 14 is the reason why we cannot subpoena or impose our powers of subpoena over them po, tingin ko po hindi dapat natin tingnan yon, no? Ang Senate, the impeachment court has been very respectful of the Supreme Court. Yung ginawa po ng dalawang watchmen and the driver po, para sa akin, disrespectful po yan. Ngayon po, ang testimony ng clerk of court, ng other administrative personnel, really, hindi naman po sila pwedeng i-disqualify just because they are pre-decisional. Based doon sa resolution po ng Korte Suprema, hindi sila pwedeng mag-testify kasi pre-decisional sila. The powers of the impeachment court is an express constitutional provision. We should not be trumped by an implied powers in the Constitution na hindi naman natin alam po. So nire-reiterate ko lang po, nabanggit niyo po kanina na pag-usapan ng clerk of court at ng ating secretariat kung paano sila mag-testify dito. Amin pong i-reiterate, may request po kami for subpoena sa mga administrative personnel. Yung isa po ay sa clerk of court na napaka-importante, lalo na po sa narinig kong desisyong bago lang na hindi masubpoena si Justice Sereno o ma-invite man lang. Napaka-importante po ng kanilang sasabihin dahil they will prove para sa amin, yung aming teorya, na may distortion pong nangyari. So yun lang po ang aming nire-reiterate, at least as far as the administrative personnel, lalo na po ang clerk of court at mga iba pang administrative personnel on issues that you would like to propound on them, Your Honors, please.
Pwede bang makapagtanong ang presiding officer sa prosecution?
Tatangkain po naming masagot kung kakayanin po.
Ang gusto ba ninyong gawin namin ay i-enforce namin yung subpoena na pinadala namin?
Opo, sana po ma-enforce
Pagpalagay
po sana.
natin na i-enforce namin yun at hindi sumunod yung mga empleyado ng Korte Suprema dahil may utos sa kanila ang Korte Suprema na huwag kayong magtetestigo. Ano palagay ninyo ang remedyo ng Senado?
Ang ating pong
Ano ang remedyo ng Senado kaya?
Sa akin po, para sa akin may contempt, nakalagay po sa rules natin.
Pagpalagay
may
na natin
powers.
na i-contempt natin. O sige, i-contempt natin. Yung ba ang mungkahi ninyo?
Kasi otherwise po, lahat na lang po
Kaya
ng
nga,
ahensya
yun
po.
ang mungkahi po ninyo na iko-contempt nitong korte
Sa,
na ito.
ako po, I'd like to avoid contempt powers, the exercise of contempt powers po. Pero ito po, lantaran po ito kasi lahat na lang pala po ng ahensya, bawat may impeachment, will promulgate their internal rules saying na confidential, powerless po ang buong impeachment proceedings natin. Kaya para sa akin po, this
Kaya
time
nga
around po,
tinatanong ko sa prosecution ito, gusto ninyo na i-contempt namin yung hindi susunod sa subpina namin.
kung nagsubpina po ang Senate at hindi nila susundin na dahil ang administrative matters ay
Meron nga kaming subpina.
maghihingi po kami na i-enforce ng Senate ang kanilang poder and if necessary may contempt powers po, i-contempt po natin.
Iko-contempt natin. Eh kung hindi susundin yon, sinong ikukulong natin?
Tayo, ang tingin ko naman po ang impeachment court is not so powerless na baliwala pala po ang rules natin sa impeachment proceedings pag hindi sinunod po ng kinokontempt natin. Nakalagay po sa rules natin, the Senate President, the impeachment court has the power to cite anyone who disobeys the rules of this impeachment court with contempt. Pero pag simulan po natin sa puntong kung kinontempt namin at ayaw, baka po malagay po sa alanganin na agad, hindi lang yung prestige, kundi yung poder po natin bilang impeachment court. So we implore the Senate President, huwag muna tayo sigurong dumating doon, pwedeng sabihin sa kanila po na ang poder namin ay on this.
Kaya nga po
at-
sinabi ko sa inyo na inutusan ko yung clerk of court natin dito sa Senado at makipag-usap muna doon sa clerk of court ng Korte Suprema.
So, kung,
Mr. President.
kung ganun po, maraming salamat po at sana po hindi po tayo pumayag kung sasabihin ng Clerk of Court ng Korte Suprema na ayaw naming
Gusto
pumunta.
ko lang
Yun lang po.
ipurso ito. Kung i-contempt namin ang korte, ang mga empleyado ng Korte Suprema at hindi sila sumunod at paa-aresto namin sa Sergeant at Arms
Opo.
ng Senado at hindi rin sila sumunod, ay meron ba tayong order na meron ba tayong kapangyarihan upang orderan natin ang armada ng Pilipinas, ang sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas para dakpin lahat yung mga empleyado ng Korte Suprema?
Sa tingin ko po, there is probably no need to resort to that. I'm very sure that if the impeachment court will
Pero
really
yun
instill
nga ang
on this po.
logical, yun na nga ang logical movement ng nung proseso pag hindi natin pinag-usapan ng mahinahon ito.
Mr. President,
Yes.
perhaps yung pong hinaing ng ating prosecution, Representative Colmenares,
Salamat.
na-advance ng konti eh. If you will notice, the letter, we just said that there was a letter from the Supreme Court Clerk of Court requesting that they not be called to testify. Although the Senate